Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have the second day of our daily streak. So this is your reminder to log in and get your daily streak reward. And today you're going to get, once we wait on the network, you're going to get 100 free credits, which is very, very cool. That is a wonderful little free prize. We're also going to play Deal of Destiny. And of course we're going to play our lights out, but of course we've got our free bonus pack, which has a 5% chance of having the Dominic Mysterio in it. Dominic Mysterio, which we've not managed to get yet, so it would be really nice if we could get him right now. Ah, dang. We got 5 heart tokens, we got the 3 rare draft picks, and of course we got the win doubler for the Tarot tournament. And if you haven't seen it, do remember that there is a free redeem code. I can't remember what it is. It's something like tarot and something, but it's in my previous video. If you go into this Grand Cat WWE Supercard playlist, you will see it's literally the video in the playlist right before this one. And unfortunately got nothing from there. And that free redeem code will give you a free tarot card. I got the Tarot Asuka. Oh, we can make the pro of that Dexter Lumis. Let's lock that down. And it's also going to give you, I think it's 5 heart tokens and 3 cards between Valor and Eon tier. So it's very, very cool. Definitely well worth grabbing, especially since it's the low price of free, which is fantastic. Now let's go ahead and play our Deal of Destiny today, and then we're going to pro a couple of cards. Yes, that's right. We have a couple of cards ready to get pro'd. So, okay, we're starting off with the ref, so that is pretty good. And it's also revealed the local talent, which is very, very nice. We're going to say higher than a 2, which is a 6. Then we already know this local talent, which of course is lower. So now we just jump to the 1. We're going to say higher than a 1 because nothing is lower than a 1. Even if it's a 1, you still get the win for a pair. Okay, the ring is in the middle. That's that 7 range. I'm going to say higher for this one. Dang, I went the wrong direction. And let's just go ahead and claim an exit there. Oh, we did get a heart token off of it though. And a star token. So that was nice. I mean, we got it for free, we didn't spend any credits. And now let's go ahead and... Oh, the Eon Boost Plus is still here. I'd still need to pick that up, haven't done it yet. But let's go ahead and play our free lights out. And again, thanks to the tutorial, we have determined that choosing the corners gives you a higher chance of pulling the cards, which does indeed seem to work. Then we're going to go for the sides. Wow. Dang. Let's try the top then. The top row seems to be working a lot better for us. That was 4 in a row there. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. We're going to go down the sides. Okay, it's going less well for us now. Okay, it's picking back up again. Okay, we've only got 1 left. We at least managed to get 1 line. That's pretty good. And we're just going to go ahead and claim an exit there. So this is the only pack that has a chance of having either the Dominic Mysterio or the Dominic Mysterio Chicken Nuggies. So if we don't get it from this, we might as well skip the other 2 packs. Okay, there's still 3 here that it could potentially be. We did get 50 credits for free. And that means that we did not manage to get him, unfortunately. And the rest of these are nothing. There's never anything decent in them. They are just wastes of space, unfortunately. So let's take a quick look at our quests, shall we? Once it waits on network, they must be doing something. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're updating for Last Man Standing. And the Last Man Standing card is going to be our first male event card of Eon tier. And it's going to be Cory Graves. Now, Cory Graves is a right arrow, which works very, very well because we've got so many left arrows. We've got the Tarot Finn Balor, we've got the Tarot Undertaker, we've got the Tarot Dominic Mysterio, we've got the Tarot the Taro JC Mateo, and I think there's a 5th left arrow that's pretty good as well, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but we've got a lot of left arrows, so I'm very, very pleased to see another right arrow. The only right arrow tarot card we've got is Seth freaking Rollins, who you can only get from completing the Mystic map. So I don't feel like playing a game of Survivor, so I think we're just going to give that one a little miss. And the only thing we've got left to do here is acquire the Dominic Mysterio cards, of which we currently have 122 of the 200 that we need. We still have 7 days and 22 hours though, so I think we will be able to get ourselves at least one Trickster Dominic Mysterio. Whether we get the Pro or not really comes down to the bonus packs or lights out, because I, for one, just do not want to spend all but 900 of my credits on getting a singular Dominic Mysterio. Oh my goodness. I will at some point have to buy the Eon Plus booster. Of course, I can't buy it on screen, I can't buy it on camera, because otherwise you all would see my credit card details. Well, not my credit card details, but my payment details. And heaven knows what everyone in the Grand Cat Grand Fleet could do with that information. So absolutely always make sure to keep yourself protected. Do not go revealing any personal information about yourselves on the internet. It's very, very silly of you to do, and it's very, very rude of other people to do that, and also a little bit illegal. So try not to go doing that if you can help it. And let's see what else we've got. Oh, I did say we've got a couple of pros that we have to make. Now, so we're still in the middle of working on our second heroic, AJ Lee. I will need to do that very, very soon. But we can today make the pro Andre the Giant. And this is, of course, the Tower. And, of course, we can make the pro of the Admirers, Liv Morgan. Now, what's very interesting here is that the Andre is actually a lot stronger than what the Liv Morgan is, which I was really surprised at, considering Andre is a card that you get for free off of the Tarot event cards, and the Liv Morgan is the thing that you have to pay for in the Battle Pass. The only difference is that Oblivion gives speed and charisma to the entire deck, whereas, of course, the Andre card only gives power and toughness to himself. Very selfish. But actually, it's because the Battle Pass cards give you that additional benefit that gives the stats to the entire deck. That's what really makes the Battle Pass worth getting. Now, just before I go on, let's just take a quick look at the left arrows here. So yes, it's Uncle Halliday was the 5th left arrow that I was forgetting. So, of course, we've got the Undertaker, the Finn Balor, the Uncle Halliday, the JC Mateo, and the Dominic Mysterio. They're all left arrow special edition cards. And, of course, what was I about to say? Of course, the right arrows are Seth freaking Rollins and Cory Graves, which will be the first event card. And those right arrows will tag perfectly with those left arrows, but thankfully it's not another left arrow, because really in every tier, the most that you need is 4 of each arrow, and that's really just to help you out with campaign mode. So it is very, very nice that we are getting something a little bit different. Also, Cory Graves is an unusual one. I can't remember ever having an event card with Cory Graves in it before. Maybe when he was in NXT, possibly. But certainly not since he's been a commentator. So, very interesting choice. I think it's very, very cool. It's very different. And for Last Man Standing, I am not playing to get a high score. I'm not trying to get in that top 100. I'm not trying to get even in that top 1,000. So long as I remain in the top 10,000, I'll be satisfied with that, just to get the little event card, get the image of the Cory Graves, and also give me an additional pretty decent right arrow Eon card. So with that all said, let's go ahead and make the pro of our big Andre the Giant and see what the pro animation looks like. And there he is. Oh, that's quite cool. He kind of laughs as he's towering over the wrestlers at the bottom. I don't know if these wrestlers are supposed to be anyone. If I were to guess, I would say the one on the right looks a little bit like Ultimate Warrior with the arm tassels. And the one on the left, I am having a bit of difficulty trying to decipher who that person would be. I would say maybe Dusty Rhodes. Just judging by the build and the stars on the trousers, but I can't think of who it would be. They've also made the one on the right look a bit more muscular. You can see the big hair, the arm tassels and such of the Ultimate Warrior, but the one on the left, they've made him look just a bit chonkier, a bit less refined, and it looks like they've given him some kind of hairstyle, some kind of like big ponytail or something, and I can't think of any wrestler who would fit that. Maybe Earthquake, maybe Typhoon, maybe something like that, but I mean, I think he's maybe not drawn quite as big as that, but I think it's supposed to be people from the golden age of wrestling that Andre is towering over anyway. The one on the right certainly looks like Ultimate Warrior. That certainly looks like something that they were going for there. And we will look at the start animation in a second, but first we're going to pro our Liv Morgans. Now you see this one doesn't have the 5 variants. I mentioned this in quite a lot of the videos, but there's always someone new watching the video. You do not need to max out the variants on the cards before you make the pro. You can get the variants afterwards. In fact, actually it's a lot easier. What you do need to get for a perfect pro is you need to get both your cards on level 100 and both their matches on level 100. So long as you do that, you can get the variants later and it will give you the exact same power as if you didn't. So with that said, let's go ahead and make our pro Battle Pass admirers Liv Morgan. And there we can see a little bit of the animation of Liv Morgan's hands caressing the golden statue that is Dominic Mysterio. Oh, and she does have her eyes light up as if she is some sort of witch. It puts me a little bit in mind of Marvel's, what was it called? Agatha All Along. She looks like she could fit in very well with that cast of characters there. But also, Agatha All Along, very, very good series. I wouldn't say it's underrated because a lot of people rated it quite highly, but certainly well worth watching if you've not seen it before. It is one of the big old Grand Cat's favourite little series from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now let's take a quick look at... So we haven't got the AJ Lee Red Pro yet, we haven't got the Jade Cargill Red Pro yet, so those will have to wait. And on October 1st, I will be doing a live stream where I will be going through the Mystic map. I have been saving all of my star tokens until we get the times 24 multiplier, and we are approaching that. I just need to get the pro of the Jade Cargill, and then we will be all set to go to try and get our Seth freaking Rollins. Also, low-key, the outfit that Seth Rollins was wearing this week on Raw, which was last night, was absolutely fantastic and stunning. Big ol' Grand Cat would love to know where he got that jacket, as Big ol' Grand Cat would like one of his own. I think it's also very cool that Seth Rollins was wearing high heels. I think it suits him and also makes him look very, very tall in comparison to all the other wrestlers that he was with backstage, particularly when Becky Lynch was interacting with Alpha Academy. And Seth Rollins looks like he is one of the people from the future of Bill and Ted. That's what I think he reminds me of. So now let's see the startup animations for our brand new cards. And we're going to lock them down first of all. And there we go, there's the tower rising and Andre the Giant, like a god among wrestlers, towering over everyone in his rightful place. That is very, very cool. There is the tower, Andre the Giant. And also I saw a very, very cool thing that I think, if my sources tell me correctly, that at WrestleMania 3 was the debut of the Winged Eagle Championship. That you see the promo that Hulk Hogan cuts supposedly seconds before he comes out to the ring to have his match with Andre, and he's wearing the Hulk Hogan 1988 Championship. And when he comes out to the ring, he's wearing the Winged Eagle Championship. Also, backstage, he's wearing a full-on bandana. And when he comes out to the ring, he's wearing just the... what would you call it? Not a bandana, but like a... You know, like a headscarf or whatever. What on earth would you call it? I don't know. But if you go and watch the promo right before the 1988 WrestleMania, which was WrestleMania 3, where Hulk Hogan slammed Andre. If you look at the promo right before that, you'll see the difference in continuity between the two takes. So obviously it had been recorded a bit ahead of time, and Hulk Hogan comes out wearing a different World Heavyweight Championship. So that is very, very cool to see indeed. And there is our Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan again with the big old triangle in the background. Triangle with the circle. Actually, this one, this time, reminds me a little bit of the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter. With the triangle, the circle, and of course the Elder Wand represented by the straight line in the middle. But the last one that we had with the triangle put me in mind of the Illuminati symbol, which I think was Finn Balor that had that, if memory serves me correct. Let's just take a look at our general cards for Eon. We'll see them all here. There we are. Oh, it was the Reverend Devon that had the big old triangle. So, I mean, they certainly have a theme with the triangles and the circles here. JC Mateo, of course, has the big circle in the center point here. And, of course, Finn Balor has the huge circular rainbow in the background. Of course, Uncle Howdy has the moon behind him, the shadow, looking like the hermit. So, yes, very, very cool indeed. Now, let's go ahead and train up our brand new cards. We'll start with Andre El Giganto. I don't know why I said his name that way. Let's go ahead and train him up. I think level 100 is probably going to be enough. Yes, he is. And he is complete. And now the last one that we're going to level up today is, of course, going to be the Liv Morgan card. And there she is. Okay, that will do it. We had a few old school cards that we needed to burn through there, and that will give us the additional 5 levels that we need from the Performance Center. And it looks like this Jade Cargill only needs one more game to finish off her matches. Looks like we're also very, very close to finishing off the WrestlePalooza Stephanie Vacour as well. But I will get ahead and doing those off screen. And tomorrow, I believe tomorrow is the 1st of October. I hope. Tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream with the Mystic Map, so that is how much time I have in order to pro up our Jade Cargill and try and level up a few of our other cards in time for Last Man Standing. And also, if you want to remember how to play Last Man Standing, I do have a tutorial video for it. If you want, you can click on big old Grandcat's name on the bottom of this video. If you look through my playlist, you'll see a playlist dedicated to WWE tutorials, and that will give you tutorials not just for The Last Man Standing, but for every single event in the game. And if there's ever a point where there's an event in the game that doesn't have a tutorial for it, I will make one. So with that now said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.